Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of Footworld News HD. So we're going to try to upload weekly from now on, and in this channel we will be talking about weekly news.
So, first up, we're going to be talking about Uefa's Team of the Year, which was just released on Wednesday. So, the goalkeeper of this team is Alisson, who plays for Liverpool, the champions of Europe. Alisson was recently transferred last year from Roma to Liverpool for a fee of 62.5 million euros. The 27-year-old Brazilian keeper has had an absolutely amazing season and has been a very good keeper and would get my vote.
So the second player we have is Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool. So he's an incredible player, 21 years old, and a graduate from the Liverpool Academy, English. He's one of the best right backs in the world right now. There are a few good ones in the Premier League like Kyle Walker, John Cancelo, but ultimately I think he is the best. He also helped in the Uefa Champions League for Liverpool when his cross to Origi gave the goal.
So the first centre-back on the team is Matthijs de Ligt, and he is on this team as a Juventus player, but that's not the reason why he's on it. He's on it for his accomplishments with Ajax last year, being the captain of the team at 19 years old, and he led them to a very surprising Champions League semi-final. Ajax last season were viewed as underdogs in almost every Champions League game they played, and yet they were one of the most exciting teams to watch, and he was arguably the best player on the team.
So next up in the list we have Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool centre-back. So I think he's had an amazing season, especially winning the Champions League, and he's having a pretty good Premier League with Liverpool right now. He's basically a rock. He just doesn't let anything pass through. I think he definitely deserved to be in this Team of the Year. So next up, we have Andrew Robertson, again a Liverpool player. They've done amazing this season, won the Champions League. So a lot of the Liverpool players are getting praise for that. Personally, in my opinion, I think he really deserves to be in the Team of the Year as he has fantastic crossing, passes, pace. He really has it all. And yeah.
So the only other ex-Ajax player on this list, Frankie de Jong. Now, unlike Matthijs de Ligt, he is a Barcelona player, and he's a center. He's now the first midfielder on this list. He is very well known for his incredible passing abilities and his great defending abilities. Despite not being a very good goal scorer, he definitely would get my vote for being on this team, and I think he's one of, if not the best midfielder in the world.
So next up, we have the center mid from Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne. So he has one of the best vision abilities and passing abilities, in my opinion. Despite not making it that far in the Champions League with Man City, I still think he's one of the best center mids in the world, if not the best. And he definitely deserved to make the team.
So now onto the right winger of this team. The right winger of this team is, as I think anyone who's slightly educated in football can assume, it's of course Lionel Messi, the arguably best player of all time. Still plays for Barcelona, made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League and got knocked out to the heartbreaking defeat against Liverpool.
So next up we have Robert Lewandowski from Bayern. He's a Polish striker, as all of you know, and in my opinion, he might be the best striker in the world right now. He is so clinical in front of goal, scores so many, and many of them beautiful goals. In my opinion, he definitely deserves to make this Team of the Year.
So the second striker on the team is Cristiano Ronaldo, the other player that's in contention for being the greatest of all time. The Portuguese striker plays for Juventus, and despite only making it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, still made this team. Now, this is a very big controversy, as this year the formation for the team is a 4-2-4, having two strikers, whilst normally it is a 4-3-3, with one of the strikers actually being a center mid. And apparently, Cristiano Ronaldo was fourth in the attacker voting, alongside the two wingers, Messi, Mane, and then the other striker, Lewandowski. And therefore, it is rumored that UEFA actually rigged the voting process so that Ronaldo would be on the team and removed the midfielder that was in third, N'Golo Kante. And despite me thinking he's a very good, amazing player, I do not think he deserves to make the team this year.
So finally, for the last place in the Team of the Year, we have Sadio Mane at left wing. He's a great player with great pace, great shooting, great passing. So he won the UCL, as we all know, with Liverpool, and he also won the 2019 African Player of the Year, a really prestigious award.
So now we're going to come to a weekly section we do, which will be our game of the week, when each of us will choose one game that we think is going to be the game to watch out for this week. So my game of the week this week is Liverpool versus Manchester United. So this game, despite not being the most important game in the league table this year, with Liverpool first and Manchester United 5, with a point difference of 27 points between them after only 22 games, it is known to be probably one of the biggest rivalries in all of English football, and therefore it just had to get my pick. And if you're interested in watching this game, it's on Sunday, January 19th at 5:30 in Liverpool.
So, in my opinion, the game of the week is Vasco da Gama versus Flamengo. Despite it not being a very important match, both teams have many fans, and it is one of the biggest rivalries in Brazilian football. I think you should definitely check this one out at 1 a.m. Geneva time.
So now for our second to last section, it's going to be another weekly section, which is our Young Player of the Week. So our criteria to be in the Young Player of the Week race is to be 21 or under. And this week, the player we've decided won is Callum Hudson-Odoi. He scored his first ever Premier League goal for Chelsea, and despite that seeming like a not very good stat, he has actually been involved in 12 Chelsea goals in his 14 Premier League starts. So now for our final topic of this week, our Player of the Week. This week we've decided that our Player of the Week is going to be Sergio Aguero, because he scored a hat-trick in Manchester City's 6-1 win against Aston Villa. And in doing so, he overtook Thierry Henry with 177 goals as the Premier League's highest scoring foreign player. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and being here for our first episode. If you want more weekly episodes, then subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Instagram page, and yeah, if any of you are interested in being a special guest on one of our episodes, DM us on Instagram and we can get something figured out. See you next time. And thanks to our director for this great outro.